After nearly 2 years of constant stress, you finally don't have A levels anymore. No past papers, no mocks, none of that anymore. So the question now becomes, what do you actually do? Most students, including me by the way, waste these couple of months doing absolutely nothing when this time can quite literally change everything for you. But before we get into it, I want you to do one thing. Take 30 minutes out of your day, open up a Word document, and write the person that you want to become by this exact time next year. I'm not asking you to write your goals, I'm not asking you to write a to-do list, just what you envision yourself becoming in a year's time. It sounds simple because it literally is. Now, once you've done that, keep that image of yourself in your head because everything that I'm about to say in this video feeds into it. Accommodation, courses, finance, whatever it may be, most students end up leaving it till September, and then when they actually end up going to uni, they have so much stress because they have so much to do. If you just get these things out of the way early, bro, it will change everything for you because I'm not asking you to dedicate like hours and hours of every single day, maybe just 2 to 3 hours per week finding like the correct place you want to live in, or like, everything, like selecting the correct professors for your courses, or like even your finances, whatever it is. Like, it is so important to know exactly what you want to get done and get it done as early as possible, because what typically ends up happening is that you procrastinate, and then when the time comes when you actually have to do it, everything piles up and it comes crashing down. You might have heard the thing or the phrase that says whatever comes up must come down. Exactly. Like, once you keep building stuff, or once you keep building a set of tasks that you have to do, they will eventually come crashing down upon you, because at one point you're gonna have to complete them. So why not just eat the frog and just complete them as soon as possible? I'm not asking you to dedicate like 2 hours per day. I'm just maybe 3-4 hours per week doing all of this stuff, and then once it comes August or September, life will just become much easier for you because you won't have to deal with any of this stuff. Bro, come on, you have 12 weeks of absolutely nothing. No commitments, no exams, no nothing, no studying. Essentially completely free 12 weeks or whatever it may be. Please, please, please utilize it properly, because if you build a side hustle that can generate you income, whether that's tutoring, flipping, freelance, YouTube content creation, whatever it is, that thing can actually help you fund a lot of stuff. So for example, little stuff that you want to get, it can basically put extra cash in your pocket, and it will, not only that, no, of course the monetarily aspect is pretty good of it, but it will teach you skills that you won't necessarily learn unless you do something. So especially content creation, for me, it's talking towards a camera or interacting with different people. It is such a skill that you can't just automatically teach yourself. You have to put yourself out there to learn it. Similar way, if you just get started, it will teach you so much about yourself, about others, about different stuff. It's basically building a skill that you don't have that can help you so much when you go to uni. Even making just like 100 quid of something that you did, not something that, as in like, not something that comes from a salary, but something that you did by yourself. It is such a big achievement and such a proud feeling that you're gonna get. Because trust me, I've been there. When I made my first bit of money, it was the most proud I've ever felt. I remember going out and buying food with my friends. Best thing in the world is that when you have, like, you can feel that, okay, maybe this is going somewhere, maybe I can make money from it. Start a side hustle, doesn't matter, whatever you're good at, just do it, stick to it, and make an extra bit of cash so that you can learn the skills, you can make a bit of money, and then you can just have that self-confidence that if anything happens, I can 100% start something of my own and make money from it. I'm gonna be so real when I say this. First year of uni is where most people's health just goes down, like it goes down the drain, because when you come to uni for the first time, it becomes really hard for you to get adjusted to everything because you're in a completely new environment, completely new way of studying. It just differs a lot from whatever you've been used to. So a lot of people take a lot of stress in their first year, and they start binging. I know for a lot of people they start binge eating when it's close to exams or when they're extremely stressed. So if you don't already go to the gym, take care of your nutrition, whatever it may be, I think this is the best time to start because you have so much free time on your hands that you can, completely focus on going to the gym for like 2 hours per day, an hour per day. I mean, you don't need to go for 2 hours a day, but like just try going 5 times a week, focusing on your diet, counting your calories. It's so important. There's a very important quote by Chris Williamson which says, everyone has multiple problems until they have a health problem. Then they only have one problem. Because your health is so important, and without your health, you genuinely can't do anything. So all of the people who say, I don't have time for the gym, or I don't have time to take care of my health, your health comes before everything. Like, doesn't matter your business, whatever, you have to make time for your health. It is so, so, so important. And I'm speaking this from a place where I used to be obese, and now I'm not. So you can genuinely tell the difference in the quality of your life once you're actually in shape. Do a bit of research on nutrition, and you're gonna realize how important, like, diet is compared to like other stuff, because diet is basically 80 to 90% of whatever weight you lose. But yeah, also another thing is the gym is probably one of the best places to network, and I'm being so serious. Like the amount of friends that I've made in the gym. Not so well, in my uni gym when I used to go, I used to meet like upper year engineering students or upper year law students or whatever it may be. I network with them on the sole basis of like gym, working out with each other and stuff like that. And they're such good friends to this day. Like genuinely, once you go gym, especially in uni, it's such a good place to network with other people, like meet other people, become friends. 10 out of 10 always recommend. So please take your health seriously, take your nutrition seriously, and enjoy talking with other people in the gym. Like you don't have to be this sort of mysterious person in the gym. Like genuinely, working out with other people, talking to other people in the gym is one of the best like experiences you can ever have. I said this in my last video as well, is that university destroys any structure that you've built overnight, because the first week, okay, maybe it's fine, but from the second week onwards, like any 9 a.m., if you don't have like a proper routine, which means like you don't have a proper morning routine, proper night routine, and you're going to bed at whatever time that you wish, you're going to start missing your 9 a.m. classes, your 8 a.m. classes from week two itself. Like, it is that bad. Like, trust me, happened to me. I didn't have a proper routine, and one day I missed my 9 a.m. class and ended up waking up at 1 p.m. And after that, I said, bro, this can't go on. Like, I need to build a proper structure. So it is very important that you start building a proper structure or proper routine as soon as possible, especially in the summer, because basically you're in charge of your time right now, and you in a way it's like life is predictable, so that you can set a bedtime, set a waking up time, and do it consistently for like, I think, what is it, like 28, 25 days that something takes to build a habit. You do it for 25 days or whatever the number is in Atomic Habits, you will build your night routine and your waking up routine, and then life will become 10 times easier, because then you know exactly when to go to sleep, exactly when to wake up, and you're not going having those late nights. The occasional late night is fine, but not every single day, like, because you need deep sleep so badly. So it is very important to have a routine that you follow every single day, so that you're like you're very organized. That's what I'm trying to say. It is very important to be organized in uni so that you don't fall behind. Cook at least 5 meals from scratch, do your own laundry, clean your own space, budget for a week. All of this stuff sounds basic, but you won't realize how many people that I met when I was in uni who were cleaning their room for the first time, who were doing the laundry for the first time because their parents used to do it for them, who were cooking for the first time because maybe, I don't, it differs from person to person, but a lot of people are used to just their parents doing everything for them. Their parents washing their clothes, their parents drying their clothes, their parents cooking for them, whatever it is. A lot of people don't get independent necessarily early on. So when it comes to uni, they just have like a big shock of like, oh, how am I supposed to clean this by myself? My mom used to do it. How am I supposed to dust? All of that stuff, right? So learn to be independent this summer, so that when you go to uni it is much easier for you to adjust, and you know basically what to do, especially with cooking. Like imagine like you go to uni and you have no experience in cooking, you're gonna starve, or you're gonna cook the worst food in the world. So it's very important that you tell your mom, like, mom, I'm about to go to uni, can you please teach me a couple of dishes to make? Chicken and rice, potatoes and rice, potatoes and chicken, whatever it is, right? But it's so important for you to learn cooking. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that you use the summer to basically become someone who can actually look after themselves. Like you don't depend on other people for help. You don't depend on other people for stuff. Like as I said at the start of the video, envision the person that you want to become by the end of, or in a year's time, and work towards becoming that person, because that is so important. Like for me, that person is someone who does a business, earns like 5 to 10K a month, whatever it is, right? So I'm building towards becoming that person. But for you, whatever your goals may be, whatever that, as I said, you're gonna make a Word document and you're gonna write whatever you want. You read that every single day, or read that a couple of times a week, so that you know exactly the person that you want to become, and you can work towards becoming that person. It is so important that you, whatever you've written down, you actually take action on it. But yeah, that's about it. Sort your uni stuff, go hit the gym, learn about nutrition, become organized, build a routine, learn to be independent. All of this stuff, it is very important. That is basically your whole playbook. And if you haven't done it yet, go write down who you want to be. I mean, I assume you didn't do it because you were watching the video, but go on, open a Word document or whatever you want, Google Doc, whatever it is, and basically just write a 2-3 page paragraphs, whatever you want to be, or story of the person that you want to become, what you want to be achieved by then, what does your life look like, what does everything look like go into extreme details so that you can actually focus on becoming that person. But yeah, that's about it. I really hope this video was some value to you at least, and that you actually learned something, because I remember back when when I finished my A levels, I was a complete bum. I did nothing. Like the entire summer I maybe uploaded one video a week after saying, oh, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna upload so many videos a week. I'm doing it now, but last summer I was something completely different. When I look back at last summer, wow, it's like my life was something else compared to what it is now. So I'm really happy that I've made that change, and trust me, I'm saying this on footage, on camera, on recording, on so that everyone has video proof, is that the person that I'm going to become next summer, so in a year's time exactly, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to write a document, whatever it is, right? And I'm going to follow the exact same thing. But I will become a completely different version of what I am right now. Your guys are going to see as well, because I'm not leaving YouTube anytime soon. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to the channel anyway over here. Oh, if you're a student and you're looking to make some money on the side, here are some of here are 5 side hustles that I recommend for every student to try out. Whatever you like, you can make a lot of money doing these. And check out one of these videos over here. I'll see you with another video very soon. Take care and goodbye.